Hi guys, Lookfuck here and welcome to another FIFA 19 player review, and today guys I'm going to be reviewing the 90 rated Flashback Dani Alves SBC. I was able to get this card for absolutely free, and in the 4 games that I played with him, he didn't score me any goals, but he did get me 2 assists, and he does have a free stoic foot as well as 4-star skill moves. Moving along into his game stats, his main standout stats are going to be his 92 balance, his 91 side tackle, his 98 shot power, and finally his 91 ball control, and I did also have the sentinel chemistry star applied to this Flashback Dani Alves card. And this is a very well balanced card, and according to Footbin, he's coming in at a max price from scratch of 55,000 coins, which is just insane value. I remember when this card came out, I'm sure he was a good few 100,000 coins. And don't get me wrong, those people who did him initially have obviously got their money's worth of being able to use him over, like, months of the game cycle and stuff like that. But it's pretty awesome that EA are actually making a lot of these SBCs really, really affordable to be able to do. And I'm sure, once again, just like the Crouch video yesterday, there's going to be a lot of people watching this video who are going to be able to do this Dani Alves card for absolutely free, which is fantastic. And I have to say, he's a good card. Is he the best fullback I've used in FIFA 19? No, I wouldn't say he is. I personally think the 94 rated team of the season, Alexander Arnold, is a better card, and so he should be. I also think that Haram Fran's just as good as this Dani Alves card, and I think Arias's current Footies card is also just equally as good, maybe if not slightly better than Dani Alves. And that's not to say that Dani Alves is a bad card, by all means he isn't. He's just not quite as good as some of the other fullbacks you can get in the game. But hey, at the end of the day, for a Brazilian right back for less than 50,000 coins, that's fantastic. You can't moan about that whatsoever. And there are stuff that I did like to him. His first one will be his tackling. Overall, very solid tackling stats, 85 defending. With the Sentinel Chem style, it heavily increases all of his defending. In fact, every single stat for defending goes into the 90s comfortably. His stand tackle and slide tackle are also both maxed out at 99, which are very impressive. His interceptions are also pretty decent. They go up to 92. There's very solid all-round defending stats for Dani Alves. I mean, 80 marking at this stage of FIFA isn't a very good stat for a fullback. I think his interception, stand tackle, and side tackle are obviously very good, but 80 marking at this stage of FIFA for a fullback is pretty poor. So putting the sentinel chem stat does increase it to 90, which is obviously a lot better. Marking is a relatively important stat, especially obviously for defenders. So it does go up to 90, which is pretty good with that particular chem stat. And overall, I actually couldn't really fault his defending. Did make quite a few tackles. Was a very solid right back for the most part. Sometimes struggled to kind of get involved in the play a little bit sometimes, but and didn't feel quite as quick for me. I mean, he's got 90 overall pace, but he didn't feel anywhere near 90 pace. That's not to say he's slow, but compared to a lot of other cards like that Flashback Aramfran, the Footies Arias, the Alexander Arnold, and there's probably a few other fullbacks as well, maybe that Team of the Year Vishalko and stuff like that, do seem to feel a lot more quicker than this Alves card. He just felt a little bit slow for me. Nothing to put it down to being a con, but because he's overall not that slow. But to other players that I have used, he does feel a little bit slow, on the slower side, but it's still not that bad. But anyway, going back into his pros, the second pro will be his passing, 2 assists in 4 games. Those 2 assists coming from crosses. His crosses were very good indeed, and even just like his little through balls down the right hand side to the right winger I was using were very good. 81 vision, obviously that 89 crossing, which is really good. 82 long passing and 85 short passing are very, very good for a fullback. So yes, 2 assists in 4 games. That's a great return from that particular position. And then his final pro as well will actually be his dribbling. He's got insane dribbling. Out of all of his cards, apart from his pace, his dribbling is actually his second highest stat, which is insane. 89 to 30, 92 balance, 91 ball control, obviously the 89 in-game dribbling as well. You can kind of dribble pretty well with this guy. Obviously, he's also got the, is it the 4-star skill moves? Yeah, the 4-star skill moves for a fullback, which is actually very impressive. Is it a necessity to have as high as 4-star skill moves? Probably not, but it's always a nice extra bonus. And he actually does feel pretty awesome on the ball to use. Feels pretty smooth. You can kind of go in between like defenders and stuff like that as well. He does feel pretty agile. So overall, it's a solid card. It's just not, there's just some areas that don't make it quite as good as some of the other cards that have been released since this SBC was originally released. I think definitely from the League On. I can't remember what team the season cards were given in League On. I think Lala was one of them. Apart from that, probably Dani Alves would be the second best left back in the French league, and obviously probably one of the best French fullbacks to go for, in the game. I can't think of another French fullback that's like really high rated that plays a right back. So overall, it's a pretty good card. I think if you've got like a French league team or a Brazilian team, yes, it's an SBC you should consider doing, but overall, I think there are other slightly better alternatives. But if this guy fits into your team, by all means, go ahead and do him. It's a 90 rated card for like less than 50,000 coins. You cannot complain about that whatsoever. But anyway, guys, that is going to finish up this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.